2 1 2 1 2. Hold up. See they look. This is what happened today. Right? Look, I actually have an explanation. Divine understanding, wise ruler, true light. I actually have it. I actually have an explanation today. King Math. You see the way this is just a baseline right here, right? See, I was up in time, and I started working on this. It was like 5 o'clock, 5:15, right? And then I looked up. It was like 6:30. But then all my devices needed to be charged up, right? So I just laid down for a second. I laid down for 1 second while my devices charged up, and next thing I knew it was 10 o'clock. But at any rate, though, as y'all can see, we the difficulties that we encountered yesterday actually caused us to make some advancements today. So now you can see we got a little background music here. But look, we got some other things we're gonna warm up. I got some stuff that was prepared, but like I said, I was attempting to do something for the intro, and this is what we came out with. This is all we got right now, but this is gonna become something. But yeah, what's the deal? What's the deal out there? So I'm gonna tell you another thing about this technology that I just now realized, right? Is that this machine right here, right now, that my voice and the sound is both coming through, right? Then this machine is doing the broadcasting, right? But this machine has an SD card, and this machine has an SD card. So that means that it's got to be a way that I can save stuff on the SD card and put it over there and make it a little easier to kind of flip between units there. But what's the deal? What's going on out there with y'all? I kind of like this now. Look, this. I feel like it's this BLS. I don't know what that station is. I don't know what that station is all over the country. But in New York City, I feel like I'm on BLS right now. Man, everybody's kind of quiet today. I guess we ain't got no questions. Let's just matter of fact, let's pull this up. We start off slow. FDJ Beats, what's the deal? we have been getting a little bit of a late start. So I guess, that's why we got a lot of people on the What Did I Miss crew. It's okay. They just won't march forward with the rest of us. Which is, the science that at least we're gonna start off with. Right? Is that, look, we deal with today's mathematics, right? Because you know, we deal with hours, minutes, and seconds too. But like I said, we all got various mathematics that we dealing with in terms of what day we was born, what era we living in. But when you deal with today's mathematics, that's something that everybody is in tune with. Everybody is gotta be on that same time. And like everybody don't go to work at the same time. So all of these different mathematics, this is why you gotta realize that, if what you built on when it was the knowledge day in January, right? See, that's not the same exact thing as the knowledge day in February. See, just look, here's a simple way to look at it, right? When you go outside in July, that's for the people that's in America, because we got people that's all over, right? But wherever you at, you still can relate to what I'm saying, right? When you go outside in July, right, you can't wear the same clothes as when you go outside in January. You got to apply the mathematics, in a way where you're going to be successful. You see what I'm saying? And see, the thing with mathematics, right, is the thing with mathematics is, this is what we use to measure things. You know what I'm saying? And of course, one of the main things you measuring is progress. So see, we not just going around in circles. We completing ciphers. See, just like you go from knowledge to born, and then your knowledge as a cipher to show and prove that it's complete, right? Then you go from knowledge to knowledge born, and your wisdom as a cipher to show it's complete, right? So, now we in March, right? If you still doing the same thing you was doing on the culture day, right, in January, then you're not marching forward. See, those big numbers is how we measure the progress. You see what I'm saying? You've been in this 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. You see what I'm saying? You don't have this for 9 years, right? And then you go back to having it for 1 year. This is not a rant, by the way. I don't know, because I'm listening to it in the headphones. So maybe, so I don't know if my own tone is affecting me. But this is just, I don't think I covered this on here. In terms of, a lot of times you hear those things, right? Just Allah now, Father, equality, born, master, Allah, rule. But look, this is a science, right? So now, in whatever idea, right, and whatever idea that you had in the beginning of the year, right, the beginning that never began, because January wasn't really the beginning of nothing. You was already alive. You know what I'm saying? everything was already happening, right? But let's say in that beginning that never began, right? You had an idea. Are you marching forward right now with that idea? You see what I'm saying? You know, is the father's equality born? See, see, in January it's just a law now. Now this, see, I draw it up. See, I don't just take it, you know, just as a phrase or people were saying. See, it's just a law now because it's just the idea. You see what I'm saying? And only those that's a law will be able to see it because it's not manifested out there yet. You see, when the word becomes flesh, then yeah, it's easy to see it then. Okay, so now is the father's equality born? See, now and now, so you showing and proving master law rule. But that's a certain science. Now look, here's a question, right? If you new to the channel or if you old to the channel, right? You know, 4 months. If you look at 30 months, 30 days in a month, right? You know, 1 degree a day is 4 months. Now don't get me wrong, we know that we got all different people, right? We got people that's, you know, healthy, strong, and good breeders, but they not good at multiplying. So we know that everybody can't do it, you know, in the least amount of time. But see, it's understanding means to see, right? Can we see some progress? You see what I'm saying? Meaning that look, in the time that this channel has been around, right? It's been this is the 6th year. We've completed 5 years. Everybody should know 120. Like, is there any reason? Look, maybe it's me, right? So let me ask you a question. This is not rhetorical. I'm asking this question to the room, right? Is there any reason, right, why after 5 years you shouldn't know 120? Like I'm asking the room. I'm asking. Look, even the people that don't know 120, right? If you've been here the whole time, right? Give us a reason. Give me a reason why I shouldn't give up on you. Like, not saying that, you know, you gotta be exiled or something, but just that, you know, no, I'm not expecting you to, you know, you won't be invited into any elite ciphers with me because, you know, you're not gonna rise to that level. Like you are who you are. Ravi, what's the deal? So King Math said, in cipher, I got it in 13 months, and I felt like it was a little long. Yeah, but look, 13 months is a good time. You know, it's decent. I wouldn't say it's good time, but especially in this day and time, right? Where look, it's people that's been here the whole 5 years, right? That don't know 120, never knew it. Right, now, look, FDJ Beats, you hit someone in the head right there, right? You said if you're putting forth the effort, you should have it. Hey, listen, we all, how many people have heard this one, man? Whether you heard it from your parents or whether you heard it from the teachers. And see, y'all can learn that music. You can learn. I see you say that whole song, but you can't know this homework. See, at the end of the day, it's yo, look, you gotta want to do it. How they say in the Quran, look, there's no compulsion in Islam, man. This is by choice, not force. You understand what I'm saying? This ain't look. It ain't like look. Have everybody out there got the knowledge, right? It's not like we came out there and took over your town and now you on our turf. And now you gotta be this. You know what I'm saying? Or you better get the fuck up out of here. That's not how the knowledge goes. That's not that's not how the knowledge spread. See, this is a science of addition, not subtraction. This is a science. See when you do stuff like that, you gotta destroy some people. You gotta destroy whoever's the people that was doing that. See, that's not what we here to do. But that's a certain science, is that this is something that you gotta want to do it. Like it's not something where look, you come to the rally, right? And look, I've been there. You come to the rally, saying, and listen, you hear Freedom Talk, a lot of y'all know as Papa Wu. You hear Big Head Colleen, Dumar, Universal. Look, Born King with the paper. William Harrison, people that was fiery. Like when they got up there, they like you was hyped. You like that shit. It physically affected you when they was talking. Just the energy. You know what I'm saying? It was certain orators that was like that, right? And then you get that revolutionary fervor in you, right? But bro, it's 30 days. It's 30 days. And if you don't really want to study your lessons, man, that feeling that you had at the rally is not going to last. And see, that's what a lot of people is here for. That's what a lot of people, when we see them, right, they're there at the rally with the revolutionary fervor. You see what I'm saying? You know how you get in a crowd, right, and the energy of the crowd is a certain way, right? If you in the crowd and they're about to do something negative, right, that affects your energy a certain way. If you go, you could be walking down the street and you see some people partying, you're like, oh shit, what's that? That's how hip hop used to be. But at any rate, just saying that can affect you. So see, you seeing people at the rally, right, and all that righteousness you seeing, that's really our righteousness. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. You gotta want to know 120. See, I wanted to know it. Not all of the reasons that I wanted to know it was good. Like see, before I really had the understanding of what was going on, I just knew that some people was getting bombed and some people wasn't. So I wanted to know my lessons so I could be the person doing the bombing. I was out of that. I didn't look at it as my style to be getting bombed, even coming from the 85 world. So, if this is just how I do things in general in life. See, like I said, the Forgotten Prophet already showed me how to do certain things, how to move around certain areas and certain situations. But that's the reason why you see a lot of people not marching forward, not making. I'm saying, like, look, here's a funny story, right? One time we come to the rally, right? Now this is the days that we talking about where we meet up. We got a place where we meeting up, and then from there we going to the rally mad deep, right? So, by then, brothers is, we know our lessons. We the guys. You know what I'm saying? When we come into the rally, we come in with that flair. You know what I'm saying? So we walk into the rally this day, right? And Universal is just sitting. It's like a little, because the rally takes place in the school, so it's a little desk right there. Universal is sitting right there. So as we come in, right, he's just looking at us, and he got like, he kind of look at his face, like he's looking at us like, look at these, look at these. They think they got it or something. Right? So he says to us, he said, yeah, man, I see y'all coming in here, y'all looking all strong, man, you know what I'm saying? Everybody all fly, but check this out. Where y'all earths at? You know what I'm saying? And when he said that, it was like, it humbled us a little bit. You see what I mean? Because, it was like you gotta make progress, bro. Like we seeing you talking this game, but brothers used to that was the thing. Like, bro, where is your women and babies, man? Like when this ain't no clubhouse, man. Don't be coming around here hanging with us so long that we think you not getting no. Look, ask Arabi. Ask Arabi if I'm BSing you, man. You don't be hanging around us so long that we start to suspect that you don't know how to. You don't know how to. we get away from here now. They had to know that. Look, you do know how to plant seeds in the forbidden garden, don't you? Said I was capping it fast, but Inf told me to slow down and really enjoy and internalize what I was learning. Look, that's another, I want to say philosophy, but way of approaching it. My approach, get it on cap. Just get it on cap, bro. Just get it on cap. Because, see, you can't really savor it until you know the whole thing. See, 120 is like chess. See, in checkers, you got one piece, two moves. You go that way or you go that way. But see, in chess, for you to really, be able to play the game, you can't just be real good with the queen. You got to know how all the pieces move. You understand what I'm saying? And how they interact with all the other pieces. So 120 is like that, where if you don't know the wisdom builder to destroy degree in the 1 and 40, you don't know the understanding that a cipher degree in the 1 and 40, right? You're not going to understand the wisdom degree in the 1 and 10 the same way. I'm not saying you're not going to understand it, but I mean 120, so you know what I'm talking about. So, that's why my thing has always been, look, get it on cat, because look, I've just seen more people be successful that way. I've seen more people that knew their lessons, right, and didn't really, they learned them, they had it on cat, they might not have understood everything about them. I've seen more people like that be successful than people who, they like, yeah, well, I don't know the lesson, but if you tell me the lesson, I can give you the understanding. See that second person, those are the God bodies. does, does, that guy who can't, who can, I can't quote it, but if you quote it for me, I give you the understanding. Those are the God bodies. You know, most of them haven't been seen or heard from since. Uh, the guy Majestic say it takes a certain degree of discipline to cap 120. Now look, that's the thing about being God. Is that now? See, that's the thing. You know, the higher power don't just bless the 85%. The higher power disciplines them. Like when I was a kid, I never understood that description when I used to hear them say that. Right? When I got older and I came into the knowledge, I understood it. But you know, when people describe themselves as, you know, look, well, you know, they a good God fearing person. See, without that discipline, without somebody cracking the whip, see, that's all the things. And then look, you know, that's the thing that we oftentimes get accused of not having. You know, we oftentimes get accused of not having discipline. But you know, in reality, you know, we don't follow restrictive laws. We don't have any restrictive laws. But see, the discipline that it takes to do something, right, with nobody cracking the whip. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, people go to their job and they do what the people say, because then if you don't, you're not going to get paid at the end of whatever's the period. But if that wasn't the case, right? If that wasn't the case, right? Type one in the box. If you knew you was going to get your check, regardless, right? If you knew you was going to get your check regardless, would you still go to work tomorrow? That's not a rhetorical question. I really, if you knew you was going to, if you knew you was still going to get your check, guaranteed. And see, before y'all answer, I'm just tell you, I seen some of y'all in action. I seen what y'all do with those vacation days and all of that. So don't lie and say you was going to go to work. See, if too many of y'all said, nah, I love my job. I just love my job so much. I know some people do what they love. Some people some people go to work and help people. I understand that's something different. But how many people, right? If you knew you was gonna get the check anyway, we talking about that coldest day. We talking about that coldest day, like February 2nd, when the wind. And look, when you can hear the wind inside the house, you inside the house, but you can hear the wind. How they used to call it, the hawk. See, a lot of people think it's like that with the knowledge that you could just associate with us. It's not an association thing. Allah Mel, it's been a minute. P Almighty, which Universal? Oh man, yeah, you missed Universal, man. Universal returned in the '90s. Man, Universal. I think that was like That was like 94, man. Maybe 95. But I don't watch a whole bunch of them, but I'm fairly sure if rallies, if I'm not sure when they started taping the rallies really, but if there's any tapes from when he was around, he's on them. But that was the Flavor Man that like he used to have all the tapes, like all the DJs. He was the person that, like, if you wanted to be big time in the DJ mixtape game and all of that, he was one of the people you had to see. He had his little setup on uh, right there, 125th Street and 7th Avenue. They used to call him the Flavor Man, in that world. But yeah, that was the guy, man. The guy dropped a lot of signs on him. He said there's a form of restriction within the discipline itself. You have to restrict yourself to a required amount of time to capture lessons. Yeah, within discipline, but I'm just saying that, see, like, for instance, right? We partake in a lot of things that you're not allowed to partake in, right? We are righteous, not holy. See, other people, they striving for this holiness standard. Whatever is the standard, like, say in Christianity, Jesus Christ, right? They striving for that holiness standard. We not striving for a holiness standard, but we got discipline in the way that we relate to reality. You understand what I'm saying? In terms of, even like you said, it takes discipline to, see, for the 85, for the most part, life is mapped out for you. And if you don't follow that map, then you're not going to be successful in that world. Just to be able to, say, all right, I got my own map of how I'm going to deal with this, right? It takes a amount of discipline to stick to that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen where uh, there's rewards for different degrees of, like, look, from the very jump, right? There was rewards for reporting. Like, see, if we on here talking this type of stuff right here, that the black man has got, see, there was people that was rewarded because they went back and said, look, master, they over there thinking they's God. I don't know what's gotten into them, master, but I think they's ready to run. See, it was always rewards for that. And it always took discipline, right, to say, yeah, nah. I'm not about to compromise with you like that. So Juan Martinez said he would go to work even if he knew he was getting paid anyway, if you like your job and the environment is good. But look, I mean, I don't know, but how many people really like their job that much? You know what I'm saying? And the environment is all that great. Yeah, love. You know what? I was gonna go today, but I don't know what it is, man. Today I rested almost a whole day. But I think it's one of those times where you know how sometimes you moving around, and you're not really resting. You don't realize it, and then it's like a day when it all catches up to you. So I'm gonna maintain, but tomorrow I'm gonna get busy. You know what I'm saying? I got to make me some carrot and celery juice. And make me some carrot and celery juice when I come off of here. So why I said I like being out and about driving, but I don't like it enough to do it free or even half off. Now see, that's the way I see it, right? Is that yeah, I know what a lot of people might be thinking, right? Is that damn, if I don't go to work though, then I'm gonna just be in here all day with my kids asking me for money. you know, for some people, work is an escape. It's, for some people, work is an escape. But see, what I'm saying is, look, there's other things that you might want to do. Like there's other things. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. If you just wanted to get out, why don't you go down to the park and play ball with the kids or something? Like let's say they make uh uh fingernail polish at your job. Is fingernail polish that important to the world? Like you could spend that time doing something that's really important to the world. Because a lot of people jobs, like we got some people in here working healthcare. But if you just make plastic widgets at your job, you work for Facebook or something like that. Yeah, I got better stuff to do. District 120 said, can't lie, where I'm at now, I'm rocking with it, providing a service for people in need, yet not for free though. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so look, you know what? We said the first condition, right? And I noticed a couple of y'all said that. So maybe let me see if I ask the same question, but from the other angle. Let me see how you answer now, right? If you knew you wasn't going to get paid, if you knew you wasn't going to get paid, right? And you love your job, would you still go? See, it's the same question. Y'all think y'all slick. I knew y'all was gonna play games. I knew it. So let me ask you the same question, but the other way. If you knew you wasn't gonna get paid, see, now we got the emphatically no's coming up. See, nobody's pulling up if they're not getting paid, though. See, really, you see the phoniness in y'all? You see the phoniness in y'all? See, because a minute ago, y'all acted like it wasn't about the money. See, I'm from New York. You can't get this shit over on me. See, a minute ago, it wasn't about the money. See, we had all these altruistic people in here, they just couldn't bear for the world to be without their contribution at work. Now that we ain't getting paid, emphatically no. Gotta love 5%ers, boy. Gotta love them. gotta, gotta love him, man. Gotta love him. But see, this is what I'm saying, though, right? You can look at 120. You can look at 120 from those types of perspectives, right, with the naked eye. See, that's what I'm saying, is that with 120, no, you're not going to get a check. And what you are going to get, right, you're going to have discipline, because that's not going to come, because it's not going to come as a result of you knowing 120. It's going to come as a result of you activating the lessons that you learned in 120. It's not going to be a straight what for what. You understand what I mean? We not teaching it like, look, you could do all the sins that you want, right? You could break all the rules that are said in the Bible, but then just accept Jesus. If you accept Jesus in your heart, then we even on the rest. We call the rest even. It's not like you just know 120 and then that's it. Now you got to go out. It's like I said. Look, we gave you the hammer, the nails, the pipes, the sheetrock, everything. Now you got to go build your heaven. See, that's why it takes that type of discipline, and you have to want to do it. Like, yeah, we talk about how it was required and you couldn't come outside without, but yeah, it's all of that, but you gotta want to do it. And that's a so like I said, now when I get back to that point, right, is that okay, what's the cutoff point? What's the cutoff point, right? For everybody, answer that question individually. You see, look, when you out there teaching, you gotta this is applicable, right? What's your cutoff point for you to say, okay, look here, man, just getting my lessons back. Like, you don't want to do this, right? It's not in you, because it's not making no change. Look, the world is out there. Maybe you will meet District 120 or Self-I Bill or Wise Prince, right? And they'll teach you. Maybe they'll have the magic that you need. But give me my lessons back right now. What's that cutoff point for you? While y'all doing that, we throw another selection. See, that's what's first. We ain't got the fuck the wire no more. We can't see that. See, I like this. Oh. See what I'm saying? I got so much buttons now. Hey, look, the pimping is strong up here right now. Hold on, wait a minute. Check this out. I'm just looking at the comment section right here, right? And Y says, I'm helping my niece navigate accepting college applications, right? And and everybody's congratulating Wise. Well, no, Self-Five Bill was right. Self-Five Bill said congratulations to your niece. Yeah, Wise ain't do it. But yeah, divine understanding said after two excuses, he's had enough. You saying Candy Paint? I got baby later. I got it. I'll take it. But why is you? This is not your shine, man. You stealing shine right now. You can't steal shine. How you go from the sun to stealing shine? So divine instead said 2 excuses, and it's time for you to go. Two excuses, and it's time for you to go. So everybody else just lets you stick around indefinitely. Nobody else. What is the cutoff period? The question is, what is the period of time, right? What's the cutoff period where you can say, listen, you're not trying to do this. Like, give my lessons back, right now at a point where we can remain, you give me the lessons back and it's like, all right, we tried it, it ain't work, we can still be cool. See, because almost everything that what other form of help, right, is that not kind of a part of it? Like if you trying to, if you trying to help somebody that whatever it is, like, look, you helping your niece right now, you helping your niece with the college applications. Now, if she just was like, oh man, I don't feel like reading that right now, or how long until you like, all right, you clearly don't want to go to college. Like, what's the point? I want you to go to college more than you want to go to college, so this ain't working. So Wise Prince said it depends. I had to do that with this brother, but it was years. He'd come in and out the cipher, and when other brothers that had it less than him got 120 on cap, I said, you got until the end of the year to get it, or you'll have to be taught by another brother. So FDJB said, depending on your age, you get a calendar. Yeah, I mean, look, everybody got their own degree of patience, right? And whoever said depending on their age, that's true too. You know what I mean? In terms of you dealing with, in terms of you dealing with, different people, and how long you might expect for them to catch on. You know what I'm saying? He said, I've been lax. If you make an excuse from the fact you're out of there. I tried to give the knowledge to my best friend I grew up with, gave him supreme mathematics, let him rock. After the second time, I asked him today's math, and he didn't know. I left it alone. Yeah, you know, a lot of. But see, here's the thing, Mr. Green One, right? He said when it becomes a drain on you and or your resources, bro, it's already a drain. Now, anything past what I normally was going to say. See, because you know, as far as I'm concerned, this person is the 10%. See, they want to blood suck all the wisdom and understanding that I got by applying this knowledge, and skip that step by just coming to ask me, just coming to tell me all their problems, coming to tell me all their problems, and then I posted to tell them, yeah, well, you know, the science of mathematics, yeah, that's already a drink. Now, if I happen to be, you know, I'm walking in the bodega and I'm talking to somebody, then yeah, I was already saying that that's not a drink, right? If you learn by that, then you know, power to you. But them people that's always coming around you, yo, guy, what's the science with this guy? Yo, guy, you know what I'm saying? What you got to say about that? Get out of here. See, first of all, why would they get the knowledge? They got you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like, yeah, we come into these ciphers like this and we build, but look, it's like, you know, I've been saying the whole time, you have to use your wisdom and understanding to actually live your life. You see, all the early birds that's out there that's trying to get up before you to get the worm, you gotta use your wisdom and understanding, right, to counteract all that. See, for every action, there's an opposite but equal reaction. So you need your wisdom and understanding so that you can remain above that. So I don't got time to just be sitting here solving all your problems. You say you're dealing with that right now. I pushed past the excuses, thought about how I was conveying what is needed to be done, yet I haven't asked him again to quote Supreme Mathematics. I mean, look, you know, like I said, for everything is you know, people got to be qualified. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things, you know what I'm saying, that you know, that's one of the qualifications. You know what I'm saying? See, it's like, look, you know, maybe everybody don't watch, right? But it's like Zion Williamson. It don't matter how nice you is. You don't want to play. Just at the end of the day, you don't want to play. See, we don't proselytize. We don't convert and all of that. Person got to be this or not. I got sincere said I found myself more excited to teach and having a student than they seemed to learn. I was questioning myself for a while, wondering if I could have done or said something different. I mean, it's possible, but see, you said what you said, right? And look, if that's not, if he needs some other medicine, he gotta go someplace else. But see, in all reality, see, it's like I said, right? We say that we give people the knowledge, but we really bring it out of them. See, if you really think back, right, it was something that when you heard you was God, right, that sparked something in you, right? A light came on. Whether you fully understood it or not, there was a spark that came on right then. And for that minute, you wanted to know more about that right there since that spark came on. So nah, it's not, once he says that he wants to do it, then yeah, you need to be, a good shepherd. You got to keep, you planting these seeds, you got to keep snakes out of the garden, all of these various things like that. But in terms of, this person being sincere with this, nah, it ain't nothing you going to do or say to make nobody sincere about nothing. FDJ said, my son is equality and has supreme math on cap daily. I don't have to ask. See, I'm going to tell you about them, right? See, right now, they not, see, once you get to the double digits, that's when you start forming your own. The first 1 to 9, you mostly just learning what 1 to 9 is. If you fall from up there on this surface right here, it's gonna hurt. But if you fall on this surface, it won't hurt as bad. If you go over there by the stove, you might you learn stuff like that. But as they get older and they start to add their own math, they start to say, okay, now I know what everything is, and now I realize that yeah, I like the blue one, I don't like the red one. But let me not use those colors because I like the orange one, I don't like the yellow one. So just saying that to say that yeah, right now, you understand what I mean? Like with everything else. When you go outside, they go outside because they on your time. You know what I'm saying? But now, eventually, like I said, they start hitting those double digits. And look, yeah, I got some place that, I want to go that I don't even want you there. you, you just being there is going to fuck up the flow for everybody. See, that's when they have to want to do it. See, that's the difference. See, when they not, at 6 years old, he can't stay in the house by himself. So if you go to the rally, he's going to the rally. But see, even with them, right? Yeah, you can, while they minors, just like, in every other world, while the child is a minor, you can sign for them. Whatever they need to do, you can go sign, they get it. But at a certain point, they gotta accept the truth too. Look, how many times, because look, it happens to me all the time, right? How many times you watching professional sports, right? And you see somebody with a name, like look, Saquon Barkley. Or remember No Sean Moreno. Now No Sean, I actually did some research. His pops at one time, well, I don't know if still, but at one time his pops was around us, and he's from New Jersey. But just saying that, now look, maybe, you have cases like that where a woman might just hear somebody's name and she likes that name and so she gives it to her child. But, in some of these cases, we seeing people who, they made a decision to do something else. Not discouraging you about, your son, but just saying that, it's something we all deal with. Like if you go to rallies, right, and it's been like this since I can remember, right? There's all these small kids, right, like 10 down, right, and then you got, brothers that was born in this, but they're a little bit older, like they in their 20s, maybe 30s, right? But that teenage 5%, they like, yeah, nah, I got other stuff to do. And then what happens is, they go through the world and learn that, okay, yeah, what they was telling me was right, and then they come back if they coming back. So it's not. I'm saying this to you. I'm saying that look, this is, I mean, look, if the reality is the reality, how many brothers you hear, yo, they got 5 babies, 10 babies, 20 babies. You know what I'm saying? Where's all them people at? So what I've learned building with different guys is one must know how to utilize the 2 ears. If you talk too much, there's a time to speak and a time to listen. But yeah, that's pretty. If somebody's stuck on the math, then they probably not interested. Yeah, I mean, look. There's certain degrees that over the years, right, I've always looked at those as like the graveyards. Like the 1 in 36 in general, I know a lot of people that only got to the 1 in 36. '20th degree in the 1 to 40. But where it's like, especially like, see that 20th degree in the 1 to 40, this how I seen a lot of people do it to themselves with that degree, right? Is that, at least because we kids, right? And everybody is kind of coming into the knowledge. So if you want a 20th degree in the 1 to 40, that's kind of up there, right? Where, most people probably not asking you questions, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you ain't got. So I seen a lot of people that it was like, yeah, when I met them, they was on the 20th degree in the 1 to 40. And the last time I seen them, they was on the 20th degree in the 1 to 40. Right, that's a good sign, right? I can tell by the questions a person asks how interested they are in his knowledge, right? If it's surface level, I know that they ain't serious. Exactly. All of those is the things. Is that if a person is really trying to internalize this, right, then he's gonna be looking at certain things. It's like, yeah, all right, well, how this work? Because you coming from a world where it don't work like that. But see, when the person comes in, right? When the person comes in and say, yo, I was dealing with the knowledge degree in the 1 to 40, and I noticed that there's a little discrepancy there with the arithmetic. So you know that this person is really, they not just quoting it. They actually taking the time to try to, research this stuff, man, and deal with facts. See, they're taking action. See, that's somebody who wants to know it, right? Because you see the effort that they doing. I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you to study that degree and tell me if the arithmetic was off. You did that because you wanted to do it. You seen a video of Allah's physical sister speaking about Allah? Yeah. You talking about Bernice? Yeah, you see it. Oh, see it. Look, I just said that. Well, I said if you get to the 140 and haven't asked about the years mentioned, I know you ain't deep diving, right? That's what I'm saying. Now, look, that was one of the ones, the one that I saw first before the arithmetic. The one that I saw first was that the 114 said 15,019 years ago, and the 140 said 15,020 years ago. But you know, if you just speak and say it, you're not gonna. You see, that's a low blow, Divine. Divine understanding said, even after learning, they still was not on 6.9. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah, this is always a question for me too, right here. Don Bishop. Don Bishop said, when I first had the culture degree on CAP, it took me 2 days, and that motivated me to do better. By the time I got to the wisdom building degree, I went to the justice and had it on CAP in 8 hours. Now look, that happens. Because if you notice, those degrees get bigger and bigger. Meaning, the culture degree is big, but the born degree in the 1 to 14 is bigger. You know what I'm saying? And then the build destroy degree is bigger than the born degree in the 1 to 14. But you're right about that. By the time you get to the wisdom build degree, you're like, oh yeah, I got this. You like, yeah, I got this. This is that. I'm about to eat this up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that I had that same mentality about it. Yeah, I got 2,000 subscribers. That's why, these is my last conversations with you little people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm just putting this right here now. March forward. And bring a little soundtrack in the background here. Little superhero, little hood superhero music here. For those of us, man, up here in the big time, who no longer speak to the little people. same time, let's we got some other background signs. We got some other background signs here. Sounds that is. You said renewing my history can sometimes be a cop out for brothers stuck on the same lessons years, months, and days. Sometimes renewing my history is always a cop out. There's never a point at which renewing my history is not a cop out. See, because you could just say what degrees you want. Like, especially like, look, if I knew you for years, months, and days, right? Like, let's say you, Don Bishop, right? Let's say I didn't see you for some years, right? And I was like, yo, you know, what's the signs who you was and shit, right? And you was like, yo, you know, some, you know, crazy shit happened, you know, and I was going through all of this, you know, shit, you know, it could be family shit or something, not, you know, right? Let's say that happens, right? You know, and you doing whatever, and you like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'm just getting back to the what's the name right now, you know what I mean? Yeah, renewing my history and all of that, like that. That's one thing. You know. But when you ask somebody what degrees you know, right, and they say I'm renewing my history, that's not the answer to the question. What? That's not the answer to the question. See, the answer there is you don't know no degrees. How many degrees you know? What degrees you know? I'm renewing my history. No, that's not the answer. The answer is I don't know any degrees. I don't know my degrees. That's the answer. And see, here's the thing, right? The person, right? Okay, are you renewing your history, or you gotta renew your history? Because here's the thing, right? You renewing your history, right? How far you got? You know, because 120 do got that ride in the bike. It do got that ride in the bike effect where if you knew it at any time, right? It's not, you know, rocket science for you to get it back on cap. So what's the progress you made? Okay, you renewing your history. You know the days beginning 1 to 10? No. How the hell are you renewing the history? How far did you get into renewing? You said no degrees. If you had it at one time, how could you forget the first degree? Don't ask me. But if they answer is if they renewing their history, then you don't know any degrees. Like if I say how you see today's degree, if I say how you see today's supreme mathematics, right? And you say I gotta renew my history, you don't know today's supreme mathematics. That's not high science. That's arithmetic. Shit, my old dad used to quiz me in my physical on 100 question addition or multiplication questions every so often. That helped me knowledge the actual solar facts in one day. I thanked him after. Yeah, you know, the brain, you know, I look at it like that. Even though it's not, you know, physically classified like that, but it do have that effect like a muscle. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, the more you use it, the greater capacity, the greater the capacity of it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of learn that. Well, you already learned that from your pops, but saying that, you know, you kind of learn that dealing with 120. You know, like when you first see it, you like, man, that seems like a whole lot to know. But then after you know it, it's like one corner of all the knowledge that you have is just like one point in there. You understand what I'm saying? So, uh, yeah, I had that experience too. But look, that's the FDJ Beach. You know you make an excellent point right there too, where you know 120 is something that as you using it, right? It's because see it's one thing when you just learning something off of paper, right? But it's different when you quoting that stuff all the time, and even if you're not quoting it, you're using the ideas, and the concepts from it on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the simple arithmetic is you can't teach it if you don't know it. You understand what I mean? But a lot of people don't realize that it's the other way too. You can't know it if you don't teach it. With this right here, there's other things that may not be like that, but with this, yeah, you can't know it if you don't teach it. Not all the way. Like I said, you could get the part that's on the paper. You can get the two-dimension. You can get the two-dimension facsimile, right? You can get the two-dimension close facsimile thereof this knowledge. You see, like you said, if you look at one of those old rallies, like, look, you're not gonna get like Dumont being quiet over there in the corner. 769 videos. Do my thing. See, that's why I look at, I told y'all, man, I don't want to be dealing with the little people too much longer. Whoa. I just fuck with those for the day. You said some say renewing history should mean rewriting the book of life or adding plus degrees instead of adding on. Relearning is not renewing. Listen, there's never been wiser words spoken. They're not renewing. They're repeating. If you already knew it and now you got to learn it again, you're repeating. It's not like you going through it to learn something new or to do something new. You're not going back through it because last time something went wrong. And so now you're going to keep the best part and leave the rest of. You're repeating. You're not renewing. That's why it's bullshit. All the time. Not some of the time. The dude, go to this dude. He sells the bands too. When I got mine, I got like 3 packs of bands. Like, see, I got another band over there right there. Yeah, yeah. Having a seed. That's renewing history. That's renewing history. But just you saying you did something before, you already accomplished that, right? You went from knowledge to born, and now you got to go back and go to knowledge to born again, and you talking about that's renewing. It is not. What's the new part? I see the re part. I don't see the new part. Nah, the original dude that the he used to be down the block. I should know him from 125th Street. The original person who uh, brought the concept of these, the original person who manifested these return to the essence. But you got various people that they picked up the resource or whatever. I don't know. Maybe they know him. Maybe they students of him. I don't know what it is, but I know it's a couple of different companies that you could order it. So these bands is pretty tough. I've broken some, but these bands is they pretty tough. See, I got a lot of bands. Cause see, like right now, I really just start back using it. So I just got this one band on it. But over time, I end up putting more and more bands. Said the knowledge degree in the 1 in 40 renewing history is in terms of ciphers, cycles, time growing forward, being right and exact is a prerequisite to even be able to renew the cycle. Uh, I mean, I see what you're saying in terms of look, it doesn't apply to people having to study their lessons over. You know what I mean? But look, it sounds clever. You know, especially see because here's the thing, right? You gotta remember right now, y'all on the internet, right? So here's the thing: you could show up, you could show up at the rally, let's say, right? You come to the show and prove, and let's say you got bombed on on the internet, right? You could show up at the show and prove and not tell nobody that's you. You don't have to say that. You just come and say peace. Let's say your name is Divine. It's a lot of Divines. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know, uh, but I'm saying that back in the days, that was on Fresh Street. Like how when you in high school and it's like right in front of the school, like the door is right there. Where look, everybody that's going into the school got to come through right here. That's what we used to be. So whatever it was, right? If look, people notice like like people that you knew, they'd be like, yo, I saw you this morning. When you looked like you elevating in there. Like when you was talking, I don't know what that stuff is, but when you was talking, it looked like you knew what you was talking about. In the same way, if you got bombed, right? That was on Fresh Street. You understand what I mean? So, to say something, to have some kind of way to put it like, yeah, guy, I gotta renew my history. That's some save face shit, bro. You don't know your lessons, man. That's basically what I'm trying to say. That you know, that's something that people say. You know, when they you know, that's some people that they say when they trying to save face. Like I said, it sounds better than I don't know my lessons. Oh yeah, the dude with these right here. Now this is the guy who came with the idea of these. The guy who manifested the idea of these. Yeah, I knew him. He used to be on Nas Was Empowered over there by where the old Golden Crush was. But uh right, yeah, with the army stuff and all that, yeah. But I don't know if the people who got it now, like if they're students of his or they people that just picked up on it, you know what I'm saying? But uh yeah, that's him, Marvin Gatlin, Grandmaster Marvin Gatlin. I don't know if they students of his or they just picked up on it or how they, but uh it's more than one people that sell these now. I mean, at the end of the day, it's some stuff you could make, but I ain't got that kind of time. So, and like I said, this particular the guy that does these, he sells the bands. So I got extra bands. See, when I bought mine, I got bands. I have bags of them. Like I've popped some bands, but you know, I had enough. Yeah, this guy, he sells he sells like they little bags. It almost look like a regular bag with rubber bands, but it's these, and he got different sizes. Like somewhere I got some smaller ones, some yellow ones, but they like different thicknesses, so they different strengths. So like as you building through the levels, uh like one of these bands is probably like 2.5 times the resistance of the small bands. So say like that's how you would do it. Like if I was like really right now, I'm probably already ready, right? Where I could put two yellow ones on there, and then I have that on there for a minute. Then I take those off, put two blue ones on, and then go back to putting the yellow ones until you uh it's Rip Right. I don't know if it's a .com, but I know he's on YouTube. I mean on Instagram. He's on YouTube too. On YouTube, he got some videos where he be doing like tutorials, workouts. He's one of those dudes. He's one of the workout dudes. Like you see him, he be competing against people. Like they'll do a routine uh like 50 50 muscle ups, all different, this much squats or whatever, who could finish it the fastest. He one of those type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? The competitive workouters. You know what I'm saying? But he one of them people where see he's nice at it. He wins, right? It could be the same dude. He a Muslim. But the thing with him though is he's tiny. Like he's like 5'2", maybe not even 120 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So just it's he got an advantage in terms of strength to body weight ratio. But it's just the name in general of his stuff is Rip Right. But there's some other companies, you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen people saying that, but like I said, I don't know. In terms of do any of the people that have it now that's selling it now, do they show him did they show him any love as far as you making money off it? But 793rd in the building. All right, so yeah, Don Bishop, the dude who he's talking about is the same dude I'm talking about. But when I got mine, see, he rests in Brooklyn, so that's how I met him. I met him out there. I met him out there and bought mine. But I'm saying he's legitimate. You know what I'm saying? I know a couple people that deal with him, and none of them never said nothing bad happened. In terms of like not getting your stuff, getting jerked for your money and all of that. But I met him before. All Heartbeat Productions. I'm sorry, but I never tuned to Sunya's class nor listened unannounced and or without checking in. All right. Peace to you. Was he a part of bartenders? Um, it's possible. I didn't know all of them. So it's possible that he was with that. See, some of them I knew them from before there was a bartenders. And then some of them I met them through the people that I already knew. Right, yeah, he be in the parks doing all the whistling. Yeah, I mean, he do his thing. But like I said, when you seeing him, right, whatever you see on the video, you know what I'm saying, you don't got a lot. Well, see, I got other stuff in the background, right? So now that give you a little bit of perspective, right, where you can see. But a lot of times when you just seeing somebody on the screen, you don't have no perspective if they tall or short, or you know what I'm saying. So just saying that. Look, I seen him. I think only one time in all the competitions that I seen him in. I only seen him lose one time, I think. And I seen him like he had like a draw or something one time like that, maybe twice. But and look, he said it himself, like, yo, bro, if you over a certain weight, I'm gonna eat you up. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got now. We're gonna slow it down here. We got some. We got this here is see we look like we pretty we in a space, but we could play this you know, this type of music, this type of music that you know, is indicative of when a young lady should be accountable for the funds that she's responsible for. I guess that's the way we can put it. But we're gonna slow it down here. Let's see. Maybe we could give it a little taste, just, you know, for y'all young people that, you know, y'all ain't used to it when we do it like that. Said, when I met Floyd Mayweather in the airport, I was shocked. I was way bigger than him. This was when he was still a pretty boy, though, not gonna hold y'all. But my competitive side was like, yo, I could take this too. Famous last words. Tell me this don't sound like I'm looking for somebody with my money. It sounds like I'm looking for somebody with my money. Mr. Greenwood, I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that, Mr. Greenwood. Oh, snap, son. Yo, that is They Want Effects, yo. You sweet, smart motherfucker, Mr. Greenwood. Yo, when you just said that, I just now heard that. It's not like we ain't still gonna do it, but I'm just. see, I'm gonna tell you. See, I'm gonna tell you where you fucked up at. I'm gonna tell you where you fucked up at by saying that, because see, when you say that, that reminds you of the sample from that song, right? Then that's like saying that I remind you of James Brown. You see that? See, I didn't get a chance to work on the sound today. If I, we've been coming up on it. But like I said, today was, whew, had to get some extra rest today. KO Supreme. I've been waiting on look, I talked to the other young brothers. I don't know if you were watching the videos. I talked to the other young brothers. They put me down with the YNs. Cause I didn't, I wasn't, some stuff happened. Some stuff happened where the older brothers didn't respond in a way that I appreciated. So that's it for me. I'm down to YNs. See how I qualified was, we heard some news that wasn't favorable. And so, we responded in 25 minutes. We went from not having socks on to being on the scene. So the YN said, look, that's why I got my workout equipment here, everything. If you need a demonstration, of what I can still do. But yeah, that right there, I got, but look, one thing, KO Supreme, two things. I'm not wearing my pants by my ankles, and I'm not calling none of y'all OG. That's the only, but look, I'm willing to even listen to y'all music. I'll even listen to y'all music. But I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I'm not. I'm not. See, I can't get so old, right, where I'm out of touch with what's going on. See, that's what happens. See, when you too young and you too old, you out of touch with what's going on, man. I don't want that to be me, man. You see what I'm saying? There's all this right here, and I'm in some world, back here. Hey, we talking about renewing history, right? So there's things that I see as, okay, that was the best part of what happened. Right? But I'm not trying to pull everything back into a time in the past, right? Where you get this time right here where you feel like this time is holy, this time is utopia, right? And you trying to stop any progress from occurring and shit, right? Because then it's going to change that time, right? Or, you might not be consciously trying to stop it, but, you know, you the horse that's led to water, but you're not going to drink. I can't get that H. Oh man, Gorilla Hebrew took a L to his own brothers in Chicago. Yeah, now I gotta see that. I've been out of touch. I do that. I go through like stages where, like, I might have a stage where I'm just looking at all that kind of stuff, right? I have stages where I'm looking at the gang people. Like that was the last I was watching Whack 100 and all the stuff surrounding. I have times when I watch that stuff. Times when I'm watching, the Guerrilla Hebrews and the Salnetta in them. But recently, because I've been hard body with this machine, I've been mostly watching tutorials about how to use this. So, I don't know if y'all see it the same way, but I think, over the time since we introduced this into, part of the program or whatever, the making beats, you can see that, I've improved, but a lot of it is just that I learned how to use the equipment. So yeah, I haven't got a chance to see none of that. You said what pushes people towards that way of being. See, what happens is I'll be talking, and then so I'm what way are you talking about? You said renew 5 to vibes every 25 thou art R6 reforms react respond in accord to revive restore through to rejuvenate and resurrect Wu-Tangum glorify exalt and magnify thy lowered peace rear and raise. That's how powerful this knowledge is, son. See, to y'all don't understand what just happened here. I just dropped signs so heavy on this individual right here. I don't know if they male or female. I just dropped signs so heavy on this individual, they start speaking in tongues. See, wasn't we just talking about renewing history? We talking about the Bible. Hey, look, man, look, we gotta bring some James Brown back. Hey, look, it's time. Hey, look. See, this is where you need theme music, son. See, this is where look, I did this how you do it. See how you just seen that work? You see that work, then you throw your theme music on. Hey, listen, man. You gotta keep that on tap. You said weight won't conform to we must R18th. You know what would be funny about stuff like this? Is it me or is it that person? Is it me? Is it you know, is it me that causes this to happen, or is this person just have the why me? I'm saying. Cause it's got to be at least a million YouTube channels. Like I can't recall what the statistic is, but it's something like 10 years worth worth of video gets uploaded to YouTube every day. Yes, I mean, like I'm doing my video, how much every time, whoever else. But when you add all the time for the videos up, so how you end up here. So yeah, we got a late start. First of all, right? Uh, I mean, so far we decent on the battery, but at the same time, uh, tomorrow I do need to accomplish some things. So, we got any questions? We got any questions in here? Uh, before we wind this one down. See, the new people, y'all don't know these people. Yeah, y'all don't know how much longer the show can last after I make that statement. Somebody's in trouble. You said, where'd I get the bass? I played it. This is they got these instruments here. This is fabric. This is fabric XL. Hold up. Yeah, those is what you call them? What you call them? The virtual instruments, the plugins. Oh, yo, G, you know something? Let me tell you something. When you start going to the studio, right? That's it. That's something that you gotta, like, you kind of, what's the word for it? Like, you gotta learn that language. Like when you, the first time you go to the studio, right? And you tell the engineer turn the bass up, right? And he think, okay, do you mean turn the bass line up louder? You know what I'm saying? Do you mean turn the bass frequency up? And where do you want me to turn the bass frequency up at? You still got, so when you said, where'd you get the bass? Yeah, I'm thinking the bass line. See, you see why you gotta do the knowledge. You see why I'm full of questions. That's how you stop from doing dumb shit. Yeah, well, sirens went past. Looks like I'm safe. I don't know which one of y'all. I don't know which one of y'all is in trouble. I don't know which one of y'all is in trouble, but my door is still in one piece. But nah, that's the guy. He left it there for me to kind of learn how to use it, and I've been messing with it, but I don't know how to press the what's your names. Like I could play something on the strings, right? Just the open strings, and then sometimes I could find a note on the part where you go like this on the left hand, right? But I don't got the kind of mic though. If I get the kind of mic that I need, right? Because see this machine, right? It got something in it where if I can play one note and get it crisp, right? The machine will pitch all of the rest of the notes in. But that's another. I'm gonna get there. I got a couple things. If that works like I wanted to, because see in the back of here, it got the direct inputs. So if they hook it up right, and then they just give me the note right, and then I might be able to pitch and then have all of my own all of my own you know basses and instruments and stuff, right? Get people to the guitar, all of that. I could do that. Well, that's my concept. That's my idea of what I could do. See, with this hip hop shit, you gotta be creative. It ain't. Which I mean, now they got stuff like that. They got shit where look, you could just press the button, and but to me, it don't sound the same. Oh yeah, Don Bishop with Richard Pryor, he told the white people that poor people said, "What's going on right now?" I don't know, but I think you gotta go inside now. Ah man, the Richard Pryor records. Remember back in the days, they used to wait like as soon as the door used to close, you used to break out the Richard Pryor records. The Richard Pryor and the Red Fox records. Soon as your parents walk out, especially if it's a amount of people like the cousins and everything is over here, we about to listen to some Richard Pryor. But look, I got another selection here, which is actually, in my opinion, I saved the best for last. But this one right here, we not gonna you listen. You gotta hear this one. I'm not gonna speed this one up for you. We're not gonna speed this one up. This right here is Hunt's Point to Figueroa. Hunt's Point to Figueroa music. But yeah, though that bass right there, I'm doing my best to. But like I said, most of my time right now has been taken up over here. Which season is back though now. The cold weather is up, so you know I'm gonna be back outside, but trying to get some things done, and I got some projects coming out soon. So is that it? We don't have if we don't have any more questions, we could go ahead and wind it down. We can throw on this Blade music over here. Anyone? Bueller? Okay, so here we go then. Let's see, we got some sound over here. Whoa, how'd that come back? Oh, did I take the time? Got me a little bit upset right here, right now. This one, man. Man, all heart, all heart digital beat productions. What is it? All heart beat productions. Did you take your medication or did you not take your medication? figure that out. But well, at the end of the day, I guess that's that. We gotta. I guess we'll be firing it up. Uh, Whenever we come back with the new track. But it is what it is. I guess we'll just go out with that right there. And uh, everybody do the each one teach one. Hit the like button. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all.